For the most of the stream, we are going to carry on with the American one. Again, I'm just trying to get the levels in order so they're a little easier to find. Hold on, let me just make my mouse just a little bit bigger so when I do point to something, you can see it right away instead of looking squinting for a small little arrow. But anyway, moving on. So, where do we stop at? We are nearly there. No, we're at least we're over halfway. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so this one is a tricky one. So normally we have a lot more space over here, but sometimes we don't have the space. So we got to use this area. How do you use that area? Well, it's all about being jackknifed starting off. All right, so we're already jackknifed. So if I just point my steers straight, I'm going to start jackknifing. All right, it's what's going to always happen if you already start off with yikes, sorry. If you already jackknifed, you're going to keep on jackknifing. All right, so here we are parallel. All right, so we have two options. We can either keep backing up, which I'm going to do, which gives me a little bit more room to do a pull forward. So turn your steering wheels all the way, and then go all the way back down to the left, and you can start backing up. Now you can do it in one shot if you wanted to. A lot of times when I'm giving demonstrations, I kind of have a tendency of screwing up a little bit, but either way. 140. So now we're going to be driving through this little area, and we are going to be parallel parking. Ooh, it's going to be tight. So you're looking in your mirror, and you're like, oh. Obviously, you would have stopped before then, but let's turn all the way to the left. And by the way, thank you very much for tapping that screen to give me likes. It's much appreciated. I think the more likes I get at the start of the stream, the more popular my stream pops up on people's For You page. I think that's what it's called, but there we go. But anyway, yeah, give me all those likes. You don't need to be giving me any gifts. That's costing you actual real money. That's unnecessary, but I won't turn it down either at the same time. Okay, so if you're pulling out of the space, this would be a situation that would happen at a lot of rest areas, by the way, where you're just watching your mirrors or you're sticking your head out the window sometimes, even just to make sure that trailer's not going to hit that truck. All right, so now we're going to be doing a parallel park. All right, so we're going to jump out of here. And yeah, now when I look in my mirror, now this is like a passenger side, I feel, parallel park. Oh no, driver side parallel park. Normally you'd be doing it on the passenger side. But when you look in this mirror, make sure that when you're looking in the mirror that you can see the front, just to the left of this guy back there. Okay, like if you're not seeing the front of his hood, it's not good enough. So we're just going to do a straight back. All right, keep doing the straight back, straight back, straight back, straight back, and basically when your front axle where your back axle gets to where you kind of feel like you need to go. Let's go ahead and start our turn now. Now the front of the truck's going to go to the right. All right, and the front of the trailer is going to go to the left. Now we got to correct that. And we are in for a parallel park. Moving on. 141. So as you can see, if I reverse right now, I'm going to hit that wall. So let's go ahead and adjust ourselves by going to the right and then to the left. And now we've done this level before, but it was hold on a second, sorry there. I gotta do something here. Something I just forgot to do. I actually want to have sound when I'm recording. There we go. That's not too loud for anybody, is it? That way you can actually hear what's going. Sorry, when I am recording, it actually hear the sound isn't that important. It really isn't. Beep 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 and little crappy engine noises, but it's somewhat anyway. All right, so Cash Pens just got the game. Thank you very much. It's super cool. Awesome. Cheers. Much appreciated. Hey, we have Igor in the house. He is one of my wonderful moderators who I think your job's pretty easy now, isn't it? Like I had to add moderators because I had people spamming my I had too many people commenting the same stuff and just they were being ridiculous and they kicked people out. But I think that was originally what it was, and now it's pretty cool stuff. So somebody has sent me some roses. I don't know who. It's an absolute mystery. But anyway, thank you very much for those roses. They all add up. 142. Okay. Oh, I have a feeling that there might be a... Yep, there we go. I can never remember if there's going to be a vehicle coming or not. All right, let's go ahead and restart that. The reason for the ridiculous vehicle coming down the road at 100 miles an hour is so you don't back up from the street, because that would be the easiest way to do it, I think. Maybe not, actually. But anyway, so this isn't that hard. 142. I feel like I should have made this one harder, to be honest with you. Hopefully I don't eat those words in just a second. And whoa, Daniel wasn't watching out for my front of my cab. Done. 3 stars. Just got it. Thank you very much if you've just gotten my game. It's absolutely fantastic. It still freaks me out and still surreal that people are actually downloading a game that I designed. You know, again, somebody else did the coding. I always feel like I need to put an asterisk on the fact that I create this game, mainly because of the fact that I didn't code it. 143. Okay, so this is the second last time we're going to see this level. And we, first time we had to back up to door number 3. And then now it's 2. And eventually you'll be backing up to door 1. And it's a lot harder then. So here's the trick. Kind of just run parallel here for a second. And then go all the way to the left. And then stop right before you hit the wall. Point the steer straight. Puts you into a jackknife. And then you can start chasing it again. A lot of people struggle with this one for some reason. And I'm sorry that you are. Sorry, I'm reading a message from Igor. So currently I am just playing the levels for a while, Igor. I'm just going to oh, damn it. I hit the wall. But so 69 training EU. I'll get to that another time. But right now we're just focusing on just trying to make a video where I'm doing all the levels in a row. Who did the coding? Like your friend or no, it was a complete stranger that I met on Fiverr. Fiverr.com, they're like a freelancing company online. They actually had an ad on the Super Bowl one time. It was crazy. I didn't realize they were that well. Anyway, but yeah, I found someone who was able to do the specifications that I wanted, and they were able to do it. It took a lot of fine tuning. Like it took a lot. We were just months of, because I needed that truck to be absolutely perfect. I didn't want it to be like the rest of the games on iOS or Android. I wanted it to be just as good as American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator 2. It just needed, the physics needed to be exact. The turning had to be exact. And I matched it to real life situations that I did in my own truck, where I had a drone up in the air and I did all these tasks. I did all these things. And eventually when my game would actually follow it exactly, that's how I was able to get the physics, was matching it to the real world. But anyway, cool. Moving on. I just thought you might find that interesting. All right, you're gonna see situations like this. I don't know how often you're gonna see it, but I've seen this a ton, where they're all angle backs. Chances are they're not going to be all parallel to each other. No, actually, the chances of them being parallel to each other are 0. They're never going to be parallel to each other, because a lot of times there's no line. This is like a dirt yard, hence the brown ground. But yeah, you're going to see stuff like this a lot, and you're going to get in trouble roughly around here with some ones. Let's take a look. Yeah, there we go. And straight. And then again. But yeah, you're going to see angle backs like this a lot. And then you can back up all the way as much as you can. Then we go to the left. We go back to the right. And then we go to the left. And that should have brought it over. And I'm not getting my 3 stars. A little disappointed with that one. I should probably add a little extra time to that one. Hold on. I don't see the chat for... Hold on. I'm so sorry, Mr. YouTube people. I am not seeing your chat. So if you did say something, I didn't see it. I forgot to have... I forgot to refresh, and you guys are there now. 188 people. So I'm sorry if you did comment, I didn't see it. I really am so sorry that I didn't do that. But I'm sure there was lots of nice things that you were saying about me. Maybe, hopefully. If not, that's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go all the way over here first. Yikes! And hold on. Okay. Whoops, hit the wall. And then we're going to go over here. It's okay to go too far like this, and then we can do a bit of a 3-point turn. Yeah, that was really close. That was a bit overkill, to be honest with you. So we're going to use this area over here to back up. Again, the setup is ridiculously important. Okay? Thank you very much for the necklace. Much appreciated. Oh yeah, this is actually quite easy. Even the swing of the trailer doesn't really matter. But we can always use this room over here if we're not 100% sure that it's going to work out. Now we got a straight back going. We're going to put a little jackknife in it here, and then slowly maneuver it to parallel and dead straight back. All right. Could you imagine someone saying bad things about this game, except MB? It's being too hard. People say bad things about my game all the time. Well, here's the thing. They say bad things about my game without really, really, really playing it. A lot of times the bad things is like, oh, this isn't real life. This is top down. Yeah, try do it in a real truck. I did it in a real truck for 20 years. I just want a simple, fun game that will actually educate you. You know what I mean? Top down is fine. Top down is just fine. All right? You do not... It's just overkill to have a 3D game. There's already 3D games out, and I just wanted to make a good top-down game. To be honest with you, that's all I wanted to do, and I think I did really well. I think I did good enough. But yeah, again, a lot of the people who complain about my game are people who haven't really played it, or they're real truck drivers in the real world, and they think that I'm actually teaching people, and I'm real truck driver. You know what I mean? I get called a non-truck driver all the time, as in like, yeah, try doing this in the real world. Yeah, okay. Obviously, you didn't do any research on me before you made that statement. That's fine, I suppose. Okay, fine. It's just presumed that I'm not actually a truck driver. This is my life now. But anyway, did I create every level by myself? Yeah, 99.99% of the levels I created. I have a new guy right now, and he's doing kind of intern work, and I created I gave him the game so he could actually make some levels, and so yeah, and he's understanding. He's learning the program really well, really quickly, like annoyingly quickly, to be honest with you. How good he is. Like it took me a long time. It's like he's meant to do this kind of stuff. You know, he wants to be a software engineer, and cool. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna try hold on to him as long as I can. Charlie, are you in the chat? For all I know, you are. I have no idea, but okay. I mean, he is a great mentor. Yeah, I've been a mentor for years for actual truck drivers. What time is it in America? Well, we got 4 time zones in America, but currently in the West Coast, we are at 1:15 p.m. In the East Coast, I'm sure it is 4:15 in the p.m. Of course, actually, there's more time zones than that, come to think of it. If you count Alaska and Hawaii, Hawaii is probably, 10 a.m.? Then, of course, there's Alaska. Alaska dips way back there. So asking what time it is in America is a really long answer. A really, really long answer. Yeah, so 4:15 in the East Coast. Are we there yet? Oh, okay, we're there. Okay. Giving you a lot of room here. Oh, this is taking for a long time. Okay. Especially when you're zoomed out. The more zoomed in you are, I feel like the faster you're going. Come on. I screwed up. I screwed up because I zoomed in. Okay. Where's everybody else from? Out of curiosity. You don't have to say your time, but what part of America are you in? I am in basically I live in a suburb of Portland, Oregon. That's where I am. So Ohio, where one of the biggest truck stops in the world is. Ohio. No, that's Iowa. Iowa 80. My bad. I feel stupid now saying that. Bro, this live is too local. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. I'm still a very old person that doesn't know the young lingo. Oh, seriously? Hold on a second. I took that as wide as I possibly could. I've been to Iowa 80. Yeah, I've been to Iowa 80 too. North Korea. Interesting. We got somebody from North Korea. I didn't know that North Korea had internet that was outside their own intranet. Interesting. Not 100% sure if I believe it. Look at this. Connor's from Ireland. What part of Ireland are you from? OR is from Israel. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. This is it. This guy parked really badly. All right. We're annoyed with this guy. And this guy, he shouldn't have parked there. There's no parking space right there. So why did he park there? Because there's no other spaces available. I'm like, come on. Okay, we got somebody from Pakistan, UK, India. Ronaldo or Messi? I hate Ronaldo and I love Messi. So just in case you're still there, I have no problem getting in trouble for that one. I do not like Ronaldo. He is an asshole who doesn't like the rest of his team scoring goals. I don't care how good he is. Am I going to get in trouble for saying I don't like Ronaldo? I'm just curious. Am I going to lose half my following because of me not liking Cristiano Ronaldo? Anyway, yes, I'm absolutely love Messi. He is fantastic and he is a great team player. Anyway, so cancelled. Oh, I'm cancelled. I'm so sorry. You want your money back? But anyway, Albany, New York. Look at that. Turkey, UK, Louth. I'm from Cork in a town called Bandon. Somebody's from Jamaica. Look at all these ones. What is the name of the game? The name is My US Trucking Skills. All right. Okay. So this one is a nice tight space. You basically have enough room to get your trailer in there. All right. Montana. I shall be reported. Sorry. What did you say before? I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to drive with my peripheral vision while I'm looking at the. I'm illegally streaming in North Korea. Oh wow. I don't know whether to believe you. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, here's this. Hillsboro, Oregon. Look at you. You're actually. I delivered to that Costco there many times. In Aloha. Yeah, because I'm across the river in Vancouver. A lot of people when they hear Vancouver, they think Vancouver, BC. Oh, see, this is actually a lot harder than you think it is. Were you an actual truck driver? Yeah, 20 years truck drive. I just haven't driven really in most of a year now. I do miss it though. But my full-time job right now is a stay-at-home dad, and so yeah. Ooh, I should have turned sooner. I might have gotten myself in trouble by not turning sooner. You need to be extra close to this trailer here. Like I might not be able to make it. Oh, okay. I got lucky. And then you have to make this left hard here, and then a hard right. You just got to. All right. It allows you to do a straight back. You're in Washington. Best state FR. Oh my God, you kids and your abbreviations are killing me. I feel like I need to Google FR. For real? Okay. Why did you move to America? I met a girl on the internet and I moved to America back in 2000. We had a kid and yeah, FR is for real. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm learning. My developer, he talks in that kind of language too. And I'm like constantly like, I could ask him what it means or I could Google it. Oh, I'll Google it. So yeah. Okay. What do we got here? Ooh, to be honest with you, I'm trying to see what's the best way to do this. The game player. Hi. So where are all those likes that people promised me? You didn't promise me, but hold on. Can I do it this way? I think if I go all the way over here instead, I can actually Claremore, Oklahoma. I don't know. Actually, I've been through Oklahoma a few times, but I can't say that I've actually been there because it was like 19 years ago. No, actually, it was more closer to 20 years ago since I've last been in Oklahoma. Are we liking that? Back to a jackknife. Boom! If I hit it. Okay, we can adjust. Jackknife. And then over again. This is a good level. I have not played this level in years. I have not. But it's a good level. I don't know why people don't request it. Oh yeah, because it's level 151. Most people don't reach it past 100. My dad was also a truck driver. Yeah, That's awesome. Who did you drive for? I played way too much of this at ETS. When I took the test, I got my CDL half. Interesting. 1 out of 2. Or what? Okay. Claremore is like 20 minutes south of Tulsa. Okay, I've definitely been to Tulsa. The tester said I went faster and smoother than anyone. That's awesome. That's awesome that a game helped you. Yeah, that is freaking awesome. What is the name of the game? The game is called My US Trucking Skills. You can get it on iOS or Android by searching that. Or you can go to mytruckingskills.com where you can get it for the PC. And currently it is $20 for all 3 games, by the way. There's a European version, an American version, and an RV version. There you go. Have you ever been to New York? I have. I've been to New York. I have been to New York. I've never been to New York as a truck driver, though. I'm a little disappointed with that. I wanted so badly to drive in Manhattan. I really, really did. I wanted to just have a nightmare of a time, so I'd have a story at least. Why did we have blind spots on? Why? Okay, so let's go ahead back over here again to the left. Yeah, and a lot of times too, they don't send trucks. They keep the trucks in the industrial area. Okay. I don't think so. Let's take a look. By the way, this button over here in the top, it turns off the blind spots. Ooh, definitely not. Okay, let's pull forward, hard left. Actually, I could just stop right here and do a jackknife, and then that'll do it as well. It just means I have to do more pull forwards here. Okay, back to the left. Definitely going to hit. How are we looking? I think I can get away with that. Oh, boom! Look, I just lost my job. First of all, you shouldn't park here because that's just terrible. Why would you park there out of all the places? Oh, I just lost another life. Let's do this again. All right, hold on. There we go. Let's just keep backing up. Yeah, that was terrible. That was a terrible. My cousin is a truck driver. I think he drives a Freightliner. He used to have a Kenworth before. He sold it. Yeah, basically, half my career I drove a Freightliner, and a long time I drove a Peterbilt, and a long time I drove an international truck. I think those are the 3. Yeah, I never had a Mac. Yeah. All right, we got to restart that level. That was absolutely terrible. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you very much. I am having a good day. I took the dog to the dog park, introduced the dog to a bunch of other dogs that he's never met in his entire life. I didn't know how it was going to work out because I never took him to the dog park before. And it was awesome. Oh, no, that's terrible. What was your favorite of the 3? Well, here, in my condition, I loved the international truck. It had a better turning radius. I could turn because I was backing up all day in really tight areas. Nope, definitely not. And the international just turned a little bit sharper, and it helps. No, definitely not. Hold on, let's try again. Okay, now let's try. Yes, I could just get out and look. Okay, let's do a little pull forward and reverse. I think we're okay, but I don't like the angle that I'm at. Oof. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just go a little bit right and turn more. It's just hard to get the truck and trailer dead straight. Nope, that's not going to work. I need to jackknife more. Sorry, a lot of concentration going on here. Okay, let me just do a little pull forward here. I'm trying to do it without hitting anything. Oof. That is close. That is stupid close. Weirdly enough, this is actually easier in real life because when you use your mirrors, you can really see down the line. And there we go. We're in. Whoa. Sounds like McDonald's. What is your opinion about Mac? I've never driven a Mac. I have never driven a 379. It was one of those. I don't remember what the name of the truck was, to be honest with you. It was a bubble nose. It was like a brand new bubble. It was like a curved one. What is the end yellow thing, not invisible. It was. I didn't put a parking space in there because it's obvious where you need to park. I just wanted to have no obstruction whatsoever, so all you could do is see is the trailer. I didn't want anything on the ground. And you know what? It's one of those things like, I'm gonna try parking here and see what happens. It'll be really crappy if the parking space was here all along, is where you should have parked. Yeah. Moving on. Select level 1. That was terrible. I've done that. So okay, here's another one. So we're gonna have to go through these cones. That's the only way to do this. And this time we have our axles all the way forward. All right. That actually would not have been an advantage to the last level. The last level, you want your axles all the way back. All right. If it's just you want no swing whatsoever. And I do believe we're gonna experience this level again. But it's gonna be damn it. It's gonna be even tighter again. Okay. At least this time we've got the red lines. We can see where we're actually pointing towards. All of the hard levels have the blind spots on, by the way, so it's a lot harder. Moving on. Any Volvo? Yes, Volvo. I drove a Volvo for a couple of years, 2 years as well as a local driver. I love the interior of a Volvo because the rear sleeper, the sleeper compartment, the bed actually turns into bench seats. And there's a table that lifts up, and I love it. I used to work off there. I just had my laptop. I'd be doing whatever I need to do, and it was fantastic. You could cook food in it really, really easily. Freightliners don't really have that. They have a little drawer that slides out, and it's just, I want a table. I'm sorry, I want a table. I would take a Volvo any day because of those bench seats. I never drove in the U. I never drove over there. I drove 07 Legacy Edition. Pete, man, did it have the stacks? Right next to the right next to your right to your left of your shoulder. Okay, what do we got going here? So here's the parking space. Okay, now I remember this one. We used to do this one a lot. I actually used. Okay, this one requested all the time, but I came from the other direction. All right, and I did it on the hard mode. So, okay. I like this level. This is actually a very important level. And you might not think it, but it got requested so many times. Like, it got requested a lot. So here's the thing. So when we turn in this way here, all right, we got to get nice and close to this truck. Like, I'm talking like where if the driver's waiting to get unloaded and he's sitting right there, he's going to be like basically with his hand up in the air, ready to pull that air horn. All right. And it looks like I'm going to be hitting him. So we're just going to go nice and close. Okay. And then we're just going to drive straight. And depending how close you are to this guy will factor in when you actually do make your actual turn to the right. All right. And I'm going to turn here. All right. And we're going to go all the way to the right. All the way to the right. And finish it off to the left as much as we possibly can. Okay. We're not done with the setup yet. So now we're going to reverse. We're going to reverse. And it looks like we're going to be out of room. And we kind of are. But here's all we have to do now is go to the left. Boom. There's your setup. Okay. Very important. Yikes. Oh, okay. Well, I kind of screwed that last part up. Hold on. Okay. That should have got me out of that little bit of trouble. Yikes. All right, moving on. So, again, just to remind people, the game is called My US Trucking Skills. You can get it on iOS or Android for free. And as long as you don't care about ads. And if you care about ads and your time is worth too much to you, then you can afford the $2.99 to get rid of the ads. But before you do that, I'd recommend unlocking all the levels for $7.99. Because the ads automatically get removed if you buy anything. So, yeah. So yeah, I don't like ads myself. I hate ads. Who doesn't? But so you can get rid of them. Come on. There we go. Now we can just do a little pull forward here. Oh, I'm going to get stuck. I don't even know if I can get out of this one. I can't. I've screwed myself up a little bit. This is really a really crappy situation I put myself in. If you are getting yourself in a shitty situation like this, already turn your steering wheel while you're stopped. All right, just don't do it every single time, every single day. Once in a while is okay, but you're maximizing your turning in a small space by doing that. Okay, so there's your advice there on that one. All right, it took a lot longer than I expected. Okay, what? The game made for PC originally? Yes, it was made for the PC originally. Because I wasn't actually making the game I was only making it for me. I only wanted the developer to make it for me. I wasn't actually planning on selling it. I wanted to do tutorials on it. You know, I wanted to be able to like use a mouse and point to stuff and this is where you turn, blah blah blah, and all that kind of stuff. But then everybody was like, "I need this game. I want this game. Where can I get it? It's not for sale. I don't know how to sell it." So I had to go back to the developer and ask him like, "Hey, is it okay? Can we sell this on the phones or on the PC?" Yeah, totally. Yeah, here's how much it costs. Oh, okay. It was a lot more coding involved, a crazy amount. It was much harder to get this game to go on for me to sell it. It costs a lot more for me to sell it than it is just for him to create it. Because I wanted to actually, if I'm going to sell it, I might as well make money instead of selling it for free. Okay, I like this. I want to be a truck driver. I love that you want to be a truck driver. Truck driving can be great as long as you go into it with a good attitude, I suppose. Truck driving can be very hard on a family. Oh, damn it. It can be very hard because you're gone so long. But the fact that you can be a truck driver within a month of deciding you want to be a truck driver is crazy. Oh, really? I hit that wall. Yeah, I was like, when I decided I wanted to become a truck driver, it was only a week prior to me going into school that I wanted to be a truck driver. It's just I looked at the back then back in 2000 or 2001. I didn't have a computer, didn't have the internet. We just looked at the papers, and basically all the classifieds were half the jobs were CDL required. And so, okay, let's become a truck driver. Okay, so there we go. I like how it's overhead view. Need more games like this. Look at that. I love that. Tanner, thank you very much for that. All right. Most people complain that this is a top-down game. There's very few top-down games, truck driving games. Oh, that was close. That was very close. I just find it more fun, personally, more entertaining having a top-down game. I like a parking game more than I like a trucking game. The truck driving games are usually 3D, and they are just not great, personally. Like, I'm never gonna like. Here's the great thing about American Truck Simulator. How am I gonna get over here? The great thing about American Truck Simulator and ETS2 is that you can play the game as a top-down game. And it's great. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to go all the way over here and get turned around. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna be much easier. Yeah, you can play it as a first-person view, a third-person view, or a top-down view. That's what's great about American Truck Simulator and the ETS2. Oh, you serious? Is that really that close? Oh, this level's a tough one. This level's a real place too, by the way. Somewhere in Southern California. I can't remember exactly what it was. It shows a wall, but they're actually pots and plants and pallets. But God, I hated that. I hated it because I was sitting for 4 hours before they gave me a dock. Oh, a lot of sitting in local driving. Is the game available to play? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can download it on your phone by searching My US Trucking Skills, or you can go to mytruckingskills.com and get it for the PC. So yeah, there we go. 150 something. What's it? 158. This is another real place. I recommend just backing it in from the street, but the way I was demonstrating to somebody, they were asking for advice how should it, how can you back it in here? Well, the best way to do if you're a truck driver is back up, go all the way down here and pull a U-turn and set up, or you can set up from here, and then we can. Presumably, there's no truck connected to this guy, but there's a few there's a few reasons why you wouldn't do it this way. Uh-oh. I think I might have messed up. I think I'm too close to the curb. Maybe. Okay, we got away with it. I will say we. Yo! Says R. Seriously, this was smooth backing right there, dudes. Oh! That definitely deserves a like. Oh, I got a pumpkin. Thank you very much for the pumpkin. 159. What else? You guys over on YouTube not commenting. You're just enjoying the show? Fair enough. All right. Now okay, how about we do this in reverse? All right, so I've discovered that you can actually play this level in reverse. Normally, this is a drive-through level, and where you're driving forward the entire time. What is that? A postcard? Thank you very much for the postcard. Sorry, it's just getting turned around, where I can actually do it in reverse. So I don't recommend doing this in reverse. It's just getting it over there. Okay. I'm constantly enjoying watching. Thank you very much, Ballyduff, over on Twitch. My #1 supporter on Twitch. To be honest with you, I think he's my only supporter on Twitch. Whoever watches my stream. It might actually be easier to do this in reverse. I'll be honest with you. If you know how to reverse, that is. Every entrance is going to be the other side, by the way. Oh, I should have done better with that one. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Boom. All right. Maybe it might be easier going forward. But we definitely don't have to do it normally. We can just drive forward. Is what I recommend. Okay. So try to have the trailer already parallel. Oh. Yeah, okay, I'm screwing this up majorly. Can you change the color of the truck? I can. So, can I change the color of the truck? Yes, I can. Can you? No. Yeah, you can't. Unless you wear sunglasses or unless you wear some kind of filter on your glasses that can change it. Otherwise, you can't. I'm sorry, that was me being a smartass. But the next game you will be able to. All right. I'm sorry that this game is not, because I didn't make it for anybody, and he was going to charge me a lot of money because he would actually like, oh my god, he was gonna have to rewrite the game completely just to give me all the stuff. But then he quit, and now I have a new guy who's much better, and he's more local. The first guy was from Russia. This next guy, my new developer, is Texas. And yeah, much more happier. Seriously, this is taking a long time. So this is your game. Yep. My game that I'm sharing with you guys. Okay, finally. Whew. Okay, where's the parking? Okay, I can just park anywhere. Didn't lose a life. I didn't get 3 stars either, though. And let's just do it this way, since we're already here. Oh, so close. So far away. Now I'm... Okay. Whew. How's that? No? Yes? In. I wouldn't recommend doing it in reverse. That's crazy. I have this, and I practice my backing on it, and you're a new driver. That is awesome. That is awesome that you do that. I love it. Absolutely love it. Maybe bought a different game. Okay, I just bought the $7.99 version. It is similar to... Is it similar to driving a truck? The physics are the same. Your view isn't going to be the same. Your view is going to be top down. So is it similar? Just the movement of the truck is similar. Because it's a top-down game, it's just that the physics are, the situations are real. You know what I mean? So that's what's real about the game. Okay. How long did it take you to develop this game? Well, I'm going to say 3 months. But then again, it took another 3 months after that to get it ready to sell. And then it was nonstop, always editing and map creations and everything. So, like, I put in like 10 times more. I probably put in around 20 or 30 times more effort into the game than the developer, because I'm the one who made the levels, and that's what took a lot, because the developers already knew what they were doing. I was kind of winging it, but it's not bad for practice, to be honest with you. No, for practice, it's great. All right, so now we're going to be backing up from the street. It's better practice when backing, and it seems very similar. Yeah, I try my absolute best to create the physics identical to the real world. I even used a drone up in the air, and I would do maneuvers, and I would have my game copy it exactly until it was exact. Like pulling a U-turn. I pulled a lot of U-turns, and I would match it with that, and I'd make sure that the trailer followed the same path and everything. I had grids going on. All right, we are messing this up majorly. Okay, let me just back it up all the way over here first. Ooh, I made it even harder. That's right. We're getting it at level 100. At level 100, it's going to be much, 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 much harder. Okay, let's go to the right. Finish off here, I think. I miss doing these levels. They're nice and difficult. All right, we just got to be very, very centered in the space. Nope. Okay, let's pull out just a little bit. Jackknife a little more. Start, then chase, and now I'm too close to that side. All right, which is easy to fix. Okay. No, I had a feeling. Okay, done. Top of the morning to you, says Buzzy. Can you please show us how to do regular level 49? I have already done that. So if you want to go to my YouTube channel and go to my lives, you can actually see it there. It should mention it. It might mention it. I hope it does. It's one of the last few. So you can kind of follow in a row. Eventually there'll be timestamps or chapters, and that would be great for you. But anyway, so I've already, so level 49. Is that the one where you got to move to the space to the right? Hold on a second. Maybe I will do it. Okay. I'll quickly do that for you. 49. Yeah, so 49. Yes? Move to the right. Move to the left. Keep going to the left. Stop. Go to the right. Go to the left. And there we go. Okay, that's the only request I'm going to do because we're already on that level. And we've already done it. But anyway, going back to where I was. Brazil. We got somebody from Brazil. Look at that. 161. All right. Let's take a look. I wonder if there's a vehicle that's going to come flying down. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So we are going to... See, normally this is a blind side in real life, and I do believe that they have to stop traffic. It's somewhere in Boston. I can't remember exactly what the customer is called, but this is literally how they had to do it. Oh, this was actually really smooth. Oh, this was really good. I'd never done it that good before. Patting my back there, if you don't mind. Sometimes you're going to want to use a gate. There could be a gate that's really close by your parking space, and you may want to use it, the entrance. You might, and sometimes it's good to know how to do it, how to set up. See, I can't just set up and use this area. I got to use all this area over here. All right. So, and it's now, since we don't have a trailer here, so that's good. All right. So we'll take advantage of that. So it's getting yourself pointing towards it, and slowly. Obviously, if I jackknife right now, which would be terrible, but I can start jackknifing now. You see what I mean? And We can start chasing it. Now we can do a little pull forward. But anyway, it's just good to know how to do that. Again, real life situations that I had to deal with, and I put them into my game. So, can you do level 193? I will do 193 when I reach 193. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. I think we're in. This game helped me so much with my driver's license in Germany. Thanks for creating the game. Absolutely, Mr. Person who just commented there. I'm sorry. I'm not going to butcher a German name. Anywho, moving on. 163. Okay. Where is the level? Where is the space? I wonder if I got to get turned. Oh, I do. But you know what? We might not need to get turned around. I might be able to pull a U-turn here. All right. But the fact that my trailer's all the way over here, it might hurt me. But let's turn. Let's see if I can get a U-turn. Okay. Whoops. Now let's reverse. Now, if you do this, be careful. Every time you do a 3-point turn, just so you can miss whatever's over here, your swing is going to be a lot greater. Just remember that. Okay? Just please, seriously, I'm not kidding. All right? A lot of people don't realize that your trailer swing is increased if you stop to reverse because you can't make the turn. All right? And yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Quick little fix, and we're in. Can you add different trucks in the game? The next game will have that. Right now, you can't. All right. The next game will have that, and it will be multiplayer. All right. So yeah, whoopsie daisy, I went the wrong direction. So we just just got to back around this pole here. Well, it's actually a cone, but the cone weighs like 100,000 pounds in the game, I believe. Yikes! So it's as good as a pole. Instead of poles, I added cones that were really heavy. This was one of the hardest levels for a long time in the game. Would you believe? Because you don't have much room to do any pull forward. So if you had to do a pull forward, you have to back out completely. What made it easier is that I put a trailer here, and that actually made the level easier because now people would back around it instead of aiming to far the space. They'd actually have to go around it, which actually is what you're supposed to do. Okay. So the new game is in development. I don't know when it's going to be out, but it's in development. But anyway, from Galway, and my son was in the truck run. Sorry, I'm from Galway, and my son was in a truck run, Scania 770 Frost. All European trucks look alike to me, personally. I'm sorry. It's just because I don't see them every day. So all those trucks look alike. Can you add different trucks in the game? Yeah, sorry. Okay, you've already asked that one. All right. What do we got? Look at this. I forgot to get rid of I forgot to get rid of this. It's what I use to measure everything. It's my scale, my ruler. I'm sorry, I'm looking for a pen. There it is. 165. 165 US. Okay. That's it. Now, what do we do? Oh, you know what? I do believe I made this really, really, really difficult. All right? I do believe... So the best way to do it is, first of all, ignore the sound, because the sound sounds terrible. But I do believe that you're supposed to actually drive all the way back over here. Sorry. The reason I'm going so fast is because I pushed this button over here in the top left. All right? And it just doubles the speed. It doubles everything except for the time. Okay. And then we drive in. I didn't get 3 stars, though. That's disappointing. I believe it was probably possible to reverse in there. But anyway. Your game needs a level on how to scale quickly. It doesn't need it. You want it. It doesn't need it. it would be an add-on that would, yeah, yeah. Personally, I don't need it. I can scale really quickly, depending. Now, there's a few ways of scaling. If you're, first of all, it, just in case you're new to truck driving, let me explain something. You got your front axle, your steer axles, and basically 12,000 pound is what you want. All right, 12,350 to be exact, but 12,000 pound. All right, then then your drive axles are 34,000 pound, presuming you got two of them, and then the tandems back here, you can't have any more than 34,000 pound. So that adds up to a oopsie daisy. Can I pull a U-turn there? So that adds up to a total of 80,000 pound gross, because you can't be more than 80,000 pound. Now, if you have a spread axle, all right, so actually an individual axle can't be more than 20,000 pound. All right. So, but when they're in tandem like that, you can no more than 34,000 pound. If you have three axles, whoopsie daisy, if you have three axles, you can have 42,000 pound. All right. But you still can't go over the gross of 80,000 pound, unless you're on a different fleet and you have the right permits and you can go over. The most axles I ever had was 4 axles on my trailer and 4 axles on my truck. And I could go all the way up to 105,500. I think that's what it is. Sorry, it's been like 15 years since I drove a 4-axle vehicle. But so when you're scaling, sometimes you might scale onto a scale that is the size of your truck. And then sometimes you'll scale where it's just the size of an axle. Or 2 axles maybe. All right. So when you, first of all, you drive onto the scale, and you'll write down your weight. All right, and then you drive off it, and then it zeroes out, and then you drive onto it with your drives, and then you write it down. Let's say it weighs 33,000 pound, and then you pull off, and then you go forward, and then the next one. And then your trailer axle, let's say that weighs 35,000 pound. Ooh, now you're over. So now you need to adjust your axles. So if you're over on your trailer, you want to slide your axles to the rear, which takes the weight off the axles and then puts it onto your drives. And sometimes that might take around 3. There's a bunch of holes that you can see, and you kind of measure it that way. But so yeah. I've done a lot of scaling. I've done a crazy amount of scaling because I was a local driver, and for a couple of years, my job was loading trailers. Well, it was basically preloading trailers for over-the-road drivers. So the over-the-road drivers didn't have to they would just go to the drop yard, and they would pick up a loaded trailer. And we always had to make sure that the trailer weight was appropriate. It wasn't overweight. So I had to, when I loaded the bales of cardboard, right afterwards, I had to hop on the scale. So, because they want to put the absolute maximum amount of weight on my trailer. So a lot of times they'd overload you on the trailer, because that was the easiest way to readjust you. Oh my God, I'm doing terrible here. Hold on a second. Let's go forward, and now let's go all the left as much as I possibly can. Okay. So yeah, a lot of scaling that I had to do. A crazy amount of scaling. Can we ignore the fact I just hit that guy, please? Okay. Now over. Yeah, scaling is something that you're going to have to do a lot of when you're if you're a long haul truck driver. Now, if you're sometimes you're going to there's a thing called a cat scale that you find at truck stops. The cat scales, you pull on, it weighs all your axles individually, and it's great. Now there's an app. Once you drive onto the scale, all right, you get your app, boom, 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 enter in information, blah, 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 and boom, you get your weights right there, and you drive off. I did it one time in 1 minute. I was on, I was off, I was gone. It's absolutely fantastic. Or if you don't have the app, you got to drive on, you got to talk to somebody on a speaker, and then you got to park, and then you got to wait in the line to get your yellow piece of paper to say if you're good or not. And then anyway, it's kind of annoying. But anyway, are we on YouTube still? Sorry. You weren't commenting for a long time. I feel bad now. Robert, I see you a lot, don't I? You're not getting neglected. You're right there. I can see you're literally closer than the TikTok people. So, I'm rambling on about something I have a lot of passion for. All right, the technical part of truck driving, the things that I actually am really knowledgeable about. I'm really knowledgeable about backing up, scaling, city driving, chaining. I love chaining up. I absolutely love teaching people how to chain up. God, all the stuff that you guys find hard, difficult, I love because I've done it so much that I've gotten really good at it. I don't know if you can tell my passion from the way I talk. Especially because I had to teach it for years as well. What else? Game. The game is called My US Trucking Skills. And if you have more of a European truck, if you're living in a country that is more geared to European style trailers, then I have My European Trucking Skills. You can get it on your phone, or you can get it on the PC by going to mytruckingskills.com. Hold on there now. I see a little gap over here, and I'm going to take advantage of that gap. There we go. That'll help me out a lot. If I can just... I want to turn right, but this cone's in the way. That's not going to help at all. Back to the right. Back to the left. Okay, now we're golden. Now we're golden. Now we're in. Did I get 3 stars? I did. Look at me. What is the best way to chain? Personally, now, if you actually go to my YouTube channel, you can see me doing it. Now, I'm not doing it in the snow because it's really hard to record in the snow and the wind. And, so I record it in a decent environment when it's dry. The best way personally for me to chain up, a lot of people, they drive onto their tire, they drive onto the chains. I don't do that. I put the chains on while it's still stopped. Personally, and then after they're all on, then I'll roll forward and back. That's kind of loosen up the chains, but I can't explain to you how to chain up via me just verbally saying it. It's kind of a visual demonstration, but I do have a few videos. I have cables, and I have super singles, and cables is what I teach on my channel. Okay, so we're backing up over here. I'm not going to pull a U-turn. I'm just going to blindside it. Is it really blindsiding when it's a top down? So this would be a blindside if it wasn't. This would be a blindside if it was in the real world, or if the blindsides were turned on. But this was in Compton. This is me actually experiencing this one in the real world. And I butchered it. I nearly hit this cone right here. It's actually a staircase is right here. I nearly hit it, but I stopped in time, thank God. And then there was a driver that was waiting for me to finish my backing, and he decided to just kind of guide me back there because it was a blindside. And there's nothing worse than blindsiding when you have a bunch of cars waiting for you. And of course, once you are done backed up, you're still on the road, literally. And then you got to disconnect while cars are overtaking you. But anyway. The best place to chain routed over Donner Summit is at the Chevron at Gold Run. There are people waiting there to help you. My condolences, Vinny. Don't miss Donner at all. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've ever done Donner Pass. Isn't that the one? Isn't that an I-80 from San Francisco to Salt Lake? I believe, isn't it? Am I correct? Am I wrong? Donner Pass. Never done that one. It's very, very few places I haven't been to on the west side of the country, but I never needed to. Okay, I'll watch your video. Much appreciated. Yeah, seriously, I went into detail with it. Oh, hold on a second. I do. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn over here, reverse, and then in. I think that's the best way to do this. And, okay. Just maximizing the room I have. Can I make that turn? Can I make it? Okay. Oh, so close. So close. Chances are that's a curb. I just didn't take it well enough. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. 18 foot of snowfall 1 year. Jesus. On one of my chaining videos too, I think I had 36 seconds where it took me to put one chain on one of the tires. I think, or was it a minute and 36 seconds? It's probably a minute and 36 seconds. I kept on, basically, when I like to be the best at stuff. I will keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again. Before, when I first learned how to put chains on, I would lay the chains out in a line, and then I would drive onto them, and then I would click them up that way. And one day I discovered that when I was taking off the chains, one of my chains came completely off, just fine. I'm like, wait, I didn't have to roll, because normally when you take chains off, you unlock everything, you put them on the ground, and you drive forward. And at one time, it just came right off. I was like, cool, this is awesome. That means if I can take it off perfectly without having to roll off, that means I can put it on without actually doing any rolling. But yeah. Anywho, sorry. Okay. What time is it? Holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna do this another time. All right. I gotta get going. We gotta go to a fun indoor playground with the kids, and it's gonna be awesome. Thank you very much, everybody on YouTube. Just in case you're just popped on, the game is called My Trucking Skills. You can go to mytruckingskills.com and you can download it on the PC, or you can search it on iOS or on Android, and you can get it on there as well. I'm still waiting to find out if you can play the game on a fridge. Somebody asked me, and I asked them if you can really do the research, if you can play it on a fridge. That would be very interesting to find out. I don't have a fridge that has a screen, so I wasn't able to tell them, but I'm really hoping that you can play it on a fridge, because that would be freaking awesome if I could say that. Hey, also, you can get it on the Samsung fridge. That'd be really cool. But anyway, I'm out of here. Sorry I didn't do any level requests, but sometimes I just need to do this. So I'm out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, my number one fan over on Twitch. I will see you next time. Out of here. Bye bye, everybody on Twitter, TikTok. Good luck to you all.